Hi and welcome to Swamp Gas Gaming. Previously I thought about the worst way to die in Battlefield 4 was by EOD Bot. The EOD Bot has a lot of practical and tactical purposes such as arming and disarming MCOMs and repairing vehicles, and also using it as a reconnaissance drone to spot enemies. Unfortunately, the EOD Bot seems to be used for trolling more than anything else, particularly in games like Operation Locker and Metro, where you can have really severe checkpoints. Sometimes the only way to break through is to drive your little robot in and use that repair tool to burn your enemies to death. EOD Bot also creates a lot of confusion and panic as soldiers try to destroy it and also to jump away from its burning torch. EOD Bot is now on my number 2 list of dick moves in Battlefield 4. Recently, I found out by playing Operation Locker that you could use poison arrows to great effect, but also to a very annoying effect. Now, people are already irritated in Operation Locker with the airburst and some of the other devices that people just really can't stand because there's really no skill involved. Well, poison arrows are even less skillful and more annoying. After you unlock the Phantom Bow or find it in Operation Outbreak, you can use poison arrows. You unlock all the arrows at once, including the broadhead, the explosive arrow, and the poison arrow. I tried out the explosive arrow in Operation Locker, but it was pretty ineffective. Frag rounds from a shotgun would have been actually more effective than it. But when I tried the poison arrow for the first time, I learned that it can be quite effective. The poison arrow flies out of the bow and then smashes into something, releasing a cloud of green and toxic gas. While this gas can actually kill your enemies while you're standing in it, they continue to lose damage until it gets very low. At that point, they're very vulnerable to being shot or damaged by an explosive all the way down to 0 and dying rather quickly. Using the poison arrows, you can douse lots of enemies all at once, damaging dozens of people if they're close and together enough. You can also just fire a whole barrage of poison arrows, just literally covering an area with the poison gas. If you're running as support, you can drop ammo bags and have an unlimited supply of the stupid arrows. You can see in this video when I shoot in the hallway and create a whole cloud of poison gas that my hit markers keep flashing and flashing and flashing. That's because I am doing damage to either one person multiple times or many people multiple times. Although this is a very trolly thing to do, it's also very tactical, because if you can weaken large groups of enemies, then your teammates can take them out much easier, or even you can switch to the airburst or something like that and easily take them out with just a little bit of damage. Using the poison arrows is really just using poison gas. It's just the delivery system is different than an artillery shell or something like that. And all civilized nations have banned the use of chemical warfare, and so to use it in this game really doesn't make sense unless you're playing as a terrorist or maybe some fringe country that still thinks chemical weapons might be okay. So I think they should definitely do a patch to remove the poison arrows, especially if it becomes something of a common thing. The use of the poison arrows isn't something I just figured out on my own. I saw somebody using the Phantom Bow and these green arrows in Operation Locker, and I thought, hey, I know why they're doing that. They're weakening all kinds of people with the arrows. So my advice to you is to leave the poison arrows out of your kit with the Phantom Bow. While they are somewhat tactical, they probably kind of ruin the game for a lot of people. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I hope you don't use the poison arrows. And if you've liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks for watching.